They got you to believe that somehow TikTok was this subversive thing from the spying on you by China. So that got everybody to go, oh God, we can't have China owned our TikTok. So now let's give it to Israel and Zionists. And now they're coming after Twitter. They're coming after X in the same way. Oh, they're spreading anti-Semitic. We got to force a sale of Twitter. We got to force a sale. We got to make Elon Musk force it. Israel owns both Democrats and Republicans through AIPAC. Your content is against our community guidelines. The guidelines include rules and standards for using TikTok that apply to everyone and everything on our platform. Comment removed. Israel owns both Democrats and Republicans through AIPAC. Comment removed.
Oh, I wish China was back in charge.
Here's another one. Google 61% Israeli men. They took that one down. Have you ever Googled 61% Israeli men? It's not good. If you Google it, it says that 61% consider acquaintance grape, not grape.
That's a fact.
So take
Israelis.
They did a survey. The survey was back in 2011, but that's what that refers to. So so according to this tweet, they posted Google 61% Israeli men, and that got removed by the IDF censor. So they're censoring this, Kurt. Do you have any idea what this is about?
Okay.
So you see this? A picture of a juice box with an apple. Your comment has been removed because of policy violations. What? First they came for the juice boxes, and I said nothing. I don't either.
No idea what that means.
Here's another one. 9-year-old Benayas from Gaza is sending his message to the global Samud flotilla. Visibility restricted. This video is not eligible for the For You feed because it violates our community standards. Ifran Hossan Abir says, I uploaded it to TikTok, but it was flagged for violating guidelines, allows abusive and vulgar content, but videos about Palestine is restricted. There's another one here. See another one? Here's another one. It wouldn't have changed anything. We would have no control. If voting worked, they wouldn't let us do it. Content can't be restored. It was determined that your content violated our community guidelines. What? It's crazy what's happening. Here's another one. Here's James Lee. The new TikTok algorithm update is working wonders for Israel. You'll notice the last post I made before the update was a story about Trump fearing for his life because of Israel, which is up with no issues. But 2 stories I posted since have both been taken down. Okay. Wow.
You're going to be on your best behavior.
Wow.
Well, every time I see Larry Ellison, I'm so happy that guy has got a lot of power over what I can see.
Yep.
The second you look at him, you go, wow, he's got great taste in plastic surgery and great taste in what I should be able to look at.
So Glenn Greenwald retweeted the one about Democrats and Republicans are both controlled by Israel through AIPAC. Do some research. So he retweeted it. Glenn Greenwald says, there were 2 venues in the U.S. where Israel criticisms thrived, U.S. campuses and TikTok. The campus problems was solved by Trump's new hate speech codes, firing professors, and DEI for Jewish students. The TikTok problem was solved by giving it to the IDF financier, Larry Ellison.
What are you going to do about Twitter, though? He's on Twitter saying
no,
that,
they're
so
coming.
Stop Twitter.
They're coming after Twitter. You saw the.
Oh, thank God.
You saw the video of Netanyahu. He said next is Twitter.
Yeah.
You saw that. I played it on the show with Max Blumenthal.
Yeah.
Maybe you didn't see it.
No, I saw it this morning, and I was delighted by it, as you can imagine.
Israel has completely lost Generation Z, and taking over TikTok won't undo 2 years of live stream genocide. Alarming survey. U.S. college students prefer Palestinians as an ally over Israel.
Uh-oh. Whoops-a-doodle. I bet Larry Ellison, though, that young, hot billionaire who totally believable eye lift surgery, he'll get the young people back, and his cool kids. This is the new logo for TikTok. It's 3D. I don't have 3D glasses. But
called Z-Talk. They call it Z-Talk now.
Ooh, I like the Star of Epstein logo there.
I like this is the former Ariel Sharon. Wasn't he a prime minister of Israel?
Yes, he was later murdered by Jewish terrorists for being less of a killer for 2 seconds of Palestinians.
Every time we do something, you tell me America will do this and we'll do that. I want to tell you something very clear. Don't worry about American pressure on Israel. We, the Jewish people, control America, and the Americans know it. That's from AZ Quotes Ariel Sharon. So here's a quote from Edward Snowden. Edward Snowden says, arguing that you don't care about privacy because you have nothing to hide is no difference than saying you don't care about free speech because you have nothing to say.
Well, I think a private company should be able to censor me. So there you go.
Echo Chamber tweets out, number 1, force the sale of TikTok to Larry Ellison. Number 2, immediately begin the pressure campaign on Twitter, on X. This is happening. So X posted anti-Semitism on X. That's X is among the most effective tools for spreading anti-Semitism in history. Study anti-Semitism thriving in plain sight on X. So now they're coming after X. They're coming after Twitter now. So they got you to believe that somehow TikTok was this subversive thing from the spying on you by China. So that got everybody to go, oh God, we can't have China owned our TikTok. So now let's give it to Israel and Zionists. And now they're coming after Twitter. They're coming after X in the same way. Oh, they're spreading anti-Semitism. We got to force a sale of Twitter. We got to force a sale. We got to make Elon Musk force it. Here, I saw this was interesting about the future of TikTok. Let's listen.
Ever since the outset of the genocide in Gaza, TikTok has grown into a kind of safe haven for pro-Palestinian content. Influencers and activists get more reach there than on other platforms like YouTube and X. So it would be in Tel Aviv's interest if one of Israel's supporters were to wrestle control of the platform from its Chinese owners, then retrain the algorithm to scrub genocide from our site. Larry Ellison is the founder of Oracle, the tech company. He was recently named by the Jerusalem Post as one of 6 Jewish billionaires who have become the, quote, backbone of Israel's wartime funding. And he's now leading a group that's about to take a controlling stake in TikTok. Meanwhile, his son, David Ellison, is taking control of Paramount Global, which owns CBS News. And he's reportedly bringing in a pro-Israel journalist, Barry Weiss, to steer CBS's editorial direction. So there you have it. Israel is losing the information war in Gaza, so it is shooting the messengers there, journalists. And one of its billionaire backers is set to silence pro-Palestinian forces online in America.
Okay. And let me, when you see them, when you see it says it violates our community standards, community guidelines, the weirdest part is that those community guidelines are favoring a community that's not even in the United States.
Well, billionaires are here.
So the community
they don't live in Israel.
The community the community guidelines that are protecting are a community in Israel, not even the community in the United States.
What's wrong with that? I love Israel so much. I want to just squeeze them.
So I played this guy. This guy has a good take on this. We played we played this once before. Them saying that the Jewish people are the masters of the universe. He has a good take on this. Let's listen.
I am living out the Zionist dream. I have been at Meta for almost 9 years. We banned content claiming Zionists run the world or control the media.
Majority of Gen Z have an unfavorable impression of Israel. And my friends, I think the reason for that is that we're losing the digital war. When you
If you've infiltrated the digital space and you're censoring people, maybe that's the problem. Maybe the problem is that you've continuously tried to lie and gaslight people into believing that you're not committing a genocide in the name of Jews, which has created a worse environment for Jews in America. Maybe you should drop this act that you're God's gift to earth, thinking that you deserve to expand and create your own genocide on different people. Maybe then you'll start to win over the hearts and minds of Gen Z.
When you think about it, the masters of the universe are Jews. You know, we've
Not one ethnicity or race is superior to another on this planet.
We've got Altman at AI, we got Zuckerberg, we got Sergey Brin, it's us. And we have to figure out a way to win the digital battle.
How about just be honest, be kind, care about people? That could be a way to win. No?
Amelia, we got to get our digital sneakers on.
We banned content claiming Zionists run the world or control the media.
And when we do that, the future of Israel will be stronger because a majority of all Americans will support Israel. We'll make that happen. We have to make it happen. Thank you.
So they're saying in both statements here that they want to control the world, but they should ban people from saying that they control the world. And let's be realistic about this. It comes down to people who want to destroy humanity and people who want humanity to thrive. And I think a big issue that we have in our world today is that we pinpoint it and just say all Jews. I think that's a grave mistake on all of our parts. We have to realize that the Jewish identity, the Jewish culture has been hijacked by a select group of people who want to enslave humanity.
I would agree with them. Most of the Jews I know don't go along with that. They don't go along with Zionism, and they don't go along with what's happening in Gaza right now. But they want you to. They want you to conflate all Jewish people with Zionists. Who wants you to do that? Zionists and anti-Semites. Ironically,
Nazis and Zionists came up with that one.
That's right. Here's one more slide for this. Matt Strickland says Trump forced China to sell TikTok because of foreign influence. Then he allows Israel to buy TikTok, and his former campaign manager, Brad Parscale, now has a $6 million contract with Israel to help game algorithms and force pro-Israel propaganda onto young Americans. This is treason. I would agree. You're selling your own country out to a foreign country, and you're allowing it to be propagandized on purpose. So the thing that you were
like dual passports don't ensure loyalty to one specific country,
right?
Jimmy.
I don't get it. The only difference between what we're doing and what China is doing is that Chinese workers get dental care. That's all I'm saying.
And they're allowed to say if they don't like something Israel did.
But what's the larger crime, Kurt? Seeing that both parties are controlled by AIPAC, or that they are encouraging you to do your own research? Which one is a bigger crime?
Well, the second one.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So I hope somebody comes up with a new format that can compete with TikTok. They say that what's that red thing? Red Book. They say Red Book can, but I don't know about that because it's that's for legit Chinese owned, and they censor the hell out of stuff. So I don't know what's the answer to this, but right now, Twitter or X is the only place you can still speak mostly the truth. But it's not perfect. But I might predict that they will somehow they will honeypot. I mean, because Elon Musk is he's very fertile. He's quite a
very motile sperm on that.
Yeah,
guy.
He's got a lot of sperm spreading around, and I don't think he'd be hard to honeypot. And so we'll see. We'll see if they get him. So if you see Elon Musk announce I'm going to sell Twitter or X, they got him. They already pretty much got him. He had to go. Remember, he's telling Disney, the head of Disney, to F off, go F yourself, because I'm not going to give into your pressure to censor. I don't need your advertising money. And then he flips immediately and goes to Israel. He has to bang the wall. He has to do that, right? He has to pretend like he's having sex with the wall. He has to put on the hat. And he has to go through the humiliation ritual. Why would a guy who's willing to tell Disney to go F off, why would he feel a need to bend the knee? Well, because they probably got something on him. And we'll see.
Why would any Christian kiss? I mean, not him. He's not Christian. He's in some moon cult. But why would any Christian kiss the Wailing Wall? Why would they?
Why would you go perform a ritual of someone else's religion? That doesn't make any sense. But they all have to do it. So anyway, there's the.
How is that not immediately, like, completely disrespectful to your own country? When you're going to go and do that in Israel, when you see all these politicians and Marco Rubio on full display kissing that wall, how is that not treasonous?
I don't know. Okay, if you want to hear me make jokes about this, come see me in Hermosa, Sacramento, San Francisco, Irvine, California. We're going to be in Australia, and then we're going to be in Burbank the day after Thanksgiving. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. Come see me on tour in Hermosa Beach, Sacramento, San Francisco, Irvine, California, Australia, and Burbank, California. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.